What's good, y'all? It's your boy The Guy. You're watching Vibe Masters Media. Today we're picking up from our last show, which was the Tower of Power. So make sure you go check that out so you know what I'm talking about today, which is the agenda. All right. So the agenda is simple. It's divide and conquer. Now, their formula for divide and conquer, which they have been using throughout time, you hear about it in movies, you see it in videos, you read about it in history books, in war books. That's where you see it the most in. So the way they go about dividing and conquering has been a simple formula. It's been always villainize, victimize, help, and then control. You create a problem, the villain, chaos, issue, right? You use that villain to invoke fear. You victimize people, make people feel like a victim by not informing them right, making the villain something that they can't see, they can't touch, or they don't know too much about, they have no idea of. So that way they feel like they have no control. That way they feel like victims. They feel they can't do anything about it. You offer them help and safety. And in return for that, you take control. And with that control, what you do, you create more division and you create more laws and borders. So that way the people can never unite and rebel against the system you put them in. There are so many ways to divide the people right now, okay? There's so many ways to divide us. We're being divided by race. We're being divided by religion. We're being divided by countries. We're being divided by genders. We're being divided by sexual orientations. We're being divided by social classes. We're also being divided by freaking diseases. And that's how the agenda works. We're seeing it throughout time. We see it in the past. We're seeing it work hard now. You're seeing it right in 2020. You're seeing it work right in front of you. There was a villain created, a problem, an issue. And in order, you need people to feel like victims to that issue. For people to feel like victims to that issue, what do? You don't inform that issue. It also has to be a villain that they don't know nothing about. They can't touch, they can't do nothing about this villain. So they need your help with this villain. Once you give them the help, what do? You take control. And with that control, what's being done? More division, more separation, okay? More laws, more things to bind the people and keep them from having any power to rebel and fight against the system you're using to keep them down and keep yourself up, all right? So that's what I want to break down in this episode. I wanted to let you guys know the divide and conquer. I didn't want to go too deep into it. Next episode, I'll be talking about the levels of division that are being placed on us. So that way I'll go into more detail and see how they've been using that throughout history. So remember, it's divide and conquer. And the formula for divide and conquer is villainize, victimize, offer help and safety, take control so you can add more division, more laws, and more rules. All right, so you can bind more, restrict more. And I'm sharing this so you guys can stay aware. I'm sharing my awareness so you guys can be aware, be safe, stay connected, because the people's power is in numbers. Our power is in unification. If we cannot unite, if we cannot connect, if we cannot agree on what the issue is, on what's really holding us back, on what the problem really is, if we do not believe each other, then we're never gonna, be in power. We're never gonna fix the wrongs, because the system is created to divide. Remember that. The rules are created to disempower. That's what people have been trying to break to the population. Like, that's what whistleblowers have been trying to tell people. That's what I want y'all to take heed to. Listen to these words. All right, I'll catch you in the next episode. Stay tuned, because we're going to be diving deep into this stuff. All right, hopefully things don't get taken down, but we'll see. All right, I'll catch y'all next time. One.